Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Everything Zach back again with another YouTube video. Today we are going to be looking at the Logitech G Pro versus the glorious Model O. I'm really excited to do this comparison. I had a Model O. I have a Model O still. Right now though I'm using the G Pro. So I'm excited to be doing this comparison. Make sure if you guys enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment on any questions or thoughts you have on the video. Make sure also to go check out my new merch. It's gonna be right here, and the link will also be down in the description. Here's one of our 5 designs. Go check it out. I'd appreciate it. Shopzach.com. So without further ado though, we're gonna hop right on into this video and just look at some of the pros, cons, and just some different things that each mouse has, and then my opinion on each one. So make sure to watch to the end, and thank you. Alright guys, so now we are going to be getting on into the video. We have the Logitech G Pro here, and then we got the wired glorious Model O right here on the right, well maybe your left, but so we're just going to be kind of going over first my thoughts on both of them, and then some pros and cons of each, and then I guess that's about it. It's kind of a short video, but just a short comparison on some different fun facts between the two of the mice. So first I'm going to be pointing out the Model O. You guys might be wondering, why did I switch to a Logitech G Pro? Well, I've had 2 Model O's. The other one's in my drawer right there. They both broke, sadly. So they're not the most durable things if you rage a lot, or also if you don't want to possibly do. I don't even rage. It's just broke. But so there's definitely some issues that go on with Model O's. I'm not saying they're bad, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen to you, but I just want you guys to be aware that there might be some breakings going on if you get one. So I just want to point that out there, but again, it shouldn't really stop you from getting it because it's not that serious, and I think they're working on it. But they're definitely can break a bit. And then we're looking at the Logitech G Pro. No problems yet with it, and I've had it since the summer. So yeah, that's why I've gotten this. So my thoughts: I love the glorious Model O. In fact, I wanted to get one again, but I didn't want to risk getting it broken again. So that is why I switched. So, next, I guess we can be looking at a few pros and cons. One right off the bat would be the weight, because obviously these both are very known for being light. The Model O is definitely a little bit lighter, but the Logitech G Pro is also a very light, but it definitely is a little heavier, you can just tell. Also, it's not wired, so you should take that into consideration. And then, yeah, pros and cons again. We could look at the wires. If you guys are a fan of wires, some people are. I don't know why, but you can get the Model O. If you're not, definitely the Logitech G Pro would be for you. But actually, Glorious just released a wireless Model O. I haven't checked it out, though, yet. So I don't know how heavy it is either. But I believe the wireless I like, but I also like the Model O a lot. So next we're gonna just be looking at the shape of the mouse. Now, like Fortnite players, I know these are big mice on Fortnite. I personally, I'm fine with the Logitech G Pro, but I do have to give the Model O some credit, because I just putting my hand on them, I just feel like a better grip on the Model O. I think it has a better grip because 1, it has the honeycomb, but 2, just the shape of it is more lined out, and it's not as big of a curve than the G Pro. You can just see it like right there. It has a bigger curve. So it's fine, but this I think gives you a better grip, and I love the side buttons on these. Even though they're small, you can just get a really good grip on them. I also love the bottoms on this, very slippery, completely easy to move. And so we're looking at the model, the G Pro. You can get separate ones. These are good. Sometimes though it still gets like, stuck on my mouse pad. Not stuck, but it doesn't have, it gets some friction on the mouse pad. But it's not that big of a deal. And then we're gonna be now looking at the so I think the grip overall, the Model O I think has a better grip. I don't think it's too substantial, but I think it's better than the G Pro. That's again more of my opinion, but it's more of a flat, if you're more for the flat type instead of the big thicker and round. Alright guys, just a few more that we're going to be looking at. Sorry, I had to cut it out real quick. So I'm going to also be looking at the the Logitech G Pro. You can have buttons on the other side as well as the side. So with binding, it does have a little more opportunity than this. This has side buttons. This just has 2 extra that you guys can get. And then again, another thing to point out, like I kind of said earlier, there's wireless, a little heavier, and they're both pretty compatible with everything. Logitech G Pro has a really good software to work with it, but this does too. Both softwares are pretty good for binding anything that you're trying to do. I think both are good for multiple games. I don't really see a problem with them. And I definitely think this is more for definitely gaming, but I think they're both fine. I don't think it's really a difference, you know what I mean? I don't see any difference. But one thing to point out, the Logitech G Pro only comes in black. I mean, I think most mouses are black, but if you do want a white mouse, you can get this. This also comes in glossy or matte. So there's a few opportunities that you can get with the Model O. But the G Pro is also, I believe, it only comes in matte. Which sometimes I feel like it might have to be a little slippery, but I think I got used to it, and then after I got used to it, it got completely fine. So I think it came out a lot better from that. So the comfort of use, you know, if I am going just kind of back to earlier, but just a more basic topic of it, being, more comfortable, I guess would be a better word. I do think the Model O is more comfortable, like I was saying, the shape of it, I think it's a little better, though they're both, I believe, right-handed. I don't think there's a left-handed option for any of them, but I'm not completely sure. I think for it depends how small your fingers are, but if you have small fingers, I think a G Pro might be better. But if your fingers are even a decent size, I have a pretty small hand, but my fingers are pretty long, so I think the Model O is great for almost any size. Same with the Logitech G Pro. So, I mean, that's about it, guys. There's not too much more to touch on about for Fortnite. Personally, though, I will admit, I do like the Model O better. I didn't, like I said, though, there was a reason why I stopped using it. It was because of the breakings. I don't think the G Pro is any bit bad. I've gotten used to it, and I'm still cranking 90s, and I still get tons of earnings. Not just kidding. But I still think it's a good option either way. I think they both are, but this does also come in at I believe about 140. So it is more expensive, guys, for sure. The price of the G Pro is way more. I believe it would be about, yeah, almost 100, not 100, but like 60 more dollars than the Model O. So you want to take that in consideration as well. But with having this break, I think it's more worth it when it comes down to breaking. So in the end, my personal favorite is the G Pro because it hasn't been breaking and it's comfortable. It's pretty good overall. But when I was playing Fortnite a lot, I really do like the comfort of this mouse. So they both have their pros and cons. The G Pro is also more expensive, so you gotta take that in consideration. But overall, I think they're both pretty great mice. You gotta be careful though; there's a little fragile, but they're both great. The links for them will be in the description. Make sure to leave a like, drop a comment. I will answer any questions or thoughts you guys have on the video. And I'd appreciate you guys watching, and have a great day. Thank you.